What was the difference defensively that run?
I thought we had much better intensity. We made some rotations finally, and we brought full court pressure back out of the mothballs.
Did you think at the beginning in the scout that the pressure would work against Pitt, or is that something you just sort of over the course of the game?
No, I knew the other wasn't working. It gives us another avenue to score, and the way we handle the ball, it's much needed.
Well, talk about those turnovers. I mean, first half it wasn't that bad, but all of a sudden it just starts coming in waves. Obviously in the second half, anything different that led to it, or just?
Well, yeah, they put more pressure on the ball later on, but it's a pretty simple concept. If you catch the ball and what we call square up, you can see the whole floor. If you catch it and turn sideways, you can only see the side that you're looking at. And worse yet, if you catch it and dribble it, you're allowed to dribble off of a guy's foot, which we did, or dribble it into a guy, which we did, because you don't know where they are. And the struggle I've been having is I tell them that, and then automatically they're running telling people, I won't let them dribble. It's not I won't let them dribble. I want them to square up and see where they're going.
The double technicals, I know that's not in the game.
I think that's ridiculous. I think a double technical is ridiculous. Somebody started it. Get the guy who started it. I mean, I don't know what the penalty. There's no penalty. I mean, two guys get a foul, and it goes to the arrow. So, I mean, I don't understand it. And it's not those guys. It's our rules. It's not the officials. It's our rules. I mean, what the heck? I mean, somebody started it. Get the guy who started it, and then maybe he won't do it again. Double technical, you don't shoot any free throws. You don't used to be. Both teams shot free throws. They don't even do that anymore.
The edge that led to that or propagated that, it's good to play with emotion. Did either team get borderline out of control a couple times?
I don't think so. I didn't see it if they did.
You said Sagabo was maybe not going to play, and then he comes out and has a monster game, 16
Tricked you, didn't I? I tricked you, didn't
I was just going to ask how unexpected it was.
It wasn't unexpected, really. He was going to play at the time. At the time, I said that to Ron Cook, and at the time, he wasn't going to play. And he didn't practice whenever it was. What's today? Wednesday? Saturday. So he didn't practice on Thursday, and did a bunch of stuff with his knee, and came back and played on Friday. Practiced Friday. I didn't start him, but I mean we just got to get him where he's a part of things every day.
I know you'd like it to be prettier, but is that the personality and persona your team has to have to be effective to win?
We got to play hard like that. We got to play hard like that, and we got to rebound it. I mean, but Bob, that's kind of been it's kind of been the MO since I got here, that we got to get more shots in our opposition. And when we get more shots than our opposition, we have a great chance to win. And you can do that by turning them over, and you can do that by rebounding. And we've been a very good rebounding team. I think we've led the country in offensive rebounding like 2 or 3 times. Miss, how many times, Miss? 2 times. 2 times. I mean, we had never led the country in any statistical category in the history of the school as hard as that is to believe. Isn't that right? Yeah. So I mean, that's hard to believe that in all these years that we haven't led something, and we've done it twice with offensive rebounding.
Coach, the moment Beto picks up his second foul early in the first half, a few minutes later he tells a story about he said he went up to you and said to trust him and put him back in. Just kind of, I was wondering if you could just kind of elaborate on that moment.
No, I put him back in. I didn't trust him, but I put him back in.
I mean, he doesn't pick up his third foul till the second half. I mean, that's crucial at all, or,
Well, we took him back out too, though. Now we put him back. We put him in, but then we took him out again whenever they started straight line driving. Jermaine played a lot of those minutes.
Playing with intensity, do you feel like your team got that message that you obviously delivered in practice this week? Did playing Pitt have a little bit more to do with it, and how do you keep building it?
Honestly, I think it's gonna it's gonna take a while before West Virginia Pitt becomes what it was. There's been a long time in between games. I mean, I think it's still a rivalry because it's close enough for both fans to get to either place, but it's not what it was.
This Pitt team seem any different this year with the new coach than the one you guys saw last year?
They play really hard. They play really hard, and Jeff runs really good stuff, and they're young. He's playing a lot of young guys. I think he does a great job of playing to their strengths.
since you've been here, KJ set a record, Javon set school records, now Sagaball. You're talking about three distinct different players, but is there anything that they share?
Well, obviously, Sags and KJ was a great rebounder. Devin Williams would have probably been in that category had he stayed another year. I mean, he was on the verge of being in a very elite club with KJ and who's in it? KJ and Warren Baker, and there's only like 3 or 4 of them in that deal. So yeah, I mean, we've been blessed. I mean, we've been fortunate to get guys that really were under the radar, kind of recruiting wise, but had a great desire to be good, and so they listened and they worked, they put time in, and it makes it a lot easier.
Coach Jordan McCabe, another coach's decision.
We played 3 point guards. We had 3 guys at the point. It's hard to play 4 point guards.
But you said the rivalry may not be as intense. Do you still want to play this annually?
Mm-hmm. I think it's good. I think it's good for both schools. I mean, obviously you're going to get a big crowd, although there were some empty seats. I think there was quite a few people missed a heck of a game. But, yeah, I mean, I think, they sell their place out. We sell our place. I mean, what's bad about it?
Anything else? About one of your 3 point guards was Jermaine. I don't think you played a ton of point lately, a little bit off the ball, but you seem like you like him there in other spots too. Where is he?
I did until he started turning it over. He can see over the defense. Those other guys are really small. I mean, they got to look under somebody's arm to see open guys, and he can see over people. I like that. I like his length, and he gives us another rebounder. But all of them, they got to stop turning it over. I mean, we turn it over at an alarming rate. He might have set a personal record with 7 today. I don't think he's had more than that. And it's all because of what I talked about initially. We just don't catch it and square up. We just catch it and go. I mean, he dribbled it off a guy's foot and everything else. And I'm not sure what Chase was doing at the end there.
Was Jermaine, I don't know what the word is, when you're scouting him, do you see a position with him, or is his appeal that maybe he's positionless?
I think he can play a lot of positions. I mean, we have played him at small forward. We can play him. He's a better shooter than what he acts like he is. He's always been a pass first guy.
Does Konate's shot blocking ability amaze you? I mean, Fisher, he was 7'1" and big long arms. You understood why he blocked shots, but.
Well, don't forget I had Kenyon.
Yeah.
So I've seen a lot. I had Kenyon. I had Eric Hicks, Art Long, So I've seen a lot.
Just in shot blocking, where would Kanate fit in there?
He's not Kenyon. Not Kenyon. Not yet, no. Kenyon would stand behind another defender on a big and jump up and catch it. That's pretty good. But Sags is good. I think what Sags can do that the rest of those guys couldn't do is block it with two hands. I think that's what, if there's a thing that sets him apart from the other shot blockers, is that he can, the one he caught with two hands up there was big time. So I guess if I remember the question that you asked me, because I'm getting very senile, but I think that's what that would be it. That he blocks shots with two hands better than anybody I've seen.
Bob, you said not many people have challenged him this year because of the scouting report. Are you surprised when people do challenge him now a little bit, like they did today?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what their preparation was. I mean, I know a lot of those people, their preparation is drive it in, jump stop, and kick it out. It's similar to Kenyon. I mean, we had people that told guys, if anybody shoots it in the lane, in the colored area, you're coming out and not going back in, because he's going to get it. So, hopefully Sags gets to that point. Fran Fraschilla said yesterday, he said, everybody in college basketball a year ago was talking about Sags for one reason: his shot blocking ability. It wasn't and he's shooting the ball much better and doing a lot of things better, but still his claim to fame is being able to block shots.
Coach, this week coming up is always kind of a unique kind of week with finals, and you still got a game to get ready for. What are the difficulties? What kind of things can you get done during this week?
Well, we're going to go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, take Thursday off, go Friday, Saturday, and play Sunday. And we need to put some other things in, Justin. Quite frankly, I mean, we need to work on a press breaker, obviously, but we need our half court offense to be a little more crisp and run a little more smoothly. We didn't do a very good job with zone offense today, which generally we do.
Does finals make it difficult? Like
It's
practice
harder.
and stuff?
It's harder because there's guys kind of in and out. But it's not as bad as it used to be.
Well, I may hit this already, but Logan said that a difference yesterday was that it was kind of like a reset a little bit to what you all had done before, and just kind of, instead of picking apart how you're going to defend ball screens, just go and harass people.
Well, if Logan said it, who might argue with it? Yeah,
Well,
who might argue with it?
well, these guys, right? But I mean, was that, I don't know, to make it easier, I guess, on him, or is he pulling my leg on that, or what? Like it was effective,
Well, I mean, he probably, I'm happy he thinks that, but to me it was kind of out of desperation. We were horrible defensively in New York, and I told him yesterday, we got to go back to doing what we do. We got to go back to doing what bothers people, and I mean, everybody was concerned about the pressure. I mean, if they said they weren't, they're lying, and we've got to do a better job of being able to do that. We just didn't make any rotations before, and our effort sucked. So our effort was pretty good today. We've got to continue to work on making better rotations. I talked to Kevin. Kevin called me all week. I've been running all over the place and doing stuff. I called Kevin today, and I know he's happy. He's happy we're back to playing that way. And I had a great conversation with him today.